Manchester belongs to the fans, but they should know the truth. The infrastructure, they are not good.
It's one of the very few good things is that it's crystal clear. It's not that difficult. You don't even need glasses to analyze and to see where the problems are.
Cristiano Ronaldo was right about Manchester United, but nobody listened. Years before his explosive interview with Piers Morgan shook the football world, José Mourinho stood in front of the press and said something that sounded more like a riddle than a statement.
There is something that I used to call football heritage.
Football heritage. At the time, people laughed at him, mocked his excuses, and called him outdated. But then came Ralf Rangnick, who stepped into the chaos as interim manager and described United in one chilling phrase.
In medicine, you would see this is an operation at the open heart.
This club doesn't need minor adjustments, it needs open heart surgery. And finally, Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2022 and again in 2024, he revealed shocking truths about what was really happening inside Old Trafford. From ownership problems to broken facilities, from betrayal behind the scenes to his belief that United needed to rebuild everything, Ronaldo put words to what fans had feared for years. 3 different men, 3 different moments, but all pointing to the same brutal reality. Manchester United was rotting from within. José Mourinho didn't mince words when he arrived at Manchester United.
There is something that I used to call football heritage. So in 7 years, with 4 different managers, once not qualified for Europe, twice out in the group phase, and the best was a quarterfinal. This is football heritage.
He called it football heritage, a warning that the club's problems ran far deeper than any manager could fix. Looking back, the Champions League failures since 2008 painted a grim picture. Group stage exits, quarterfinal collapses, and a squad plagued with inconsistencies. Mourinho saw what few admitted at the time. United wasn't just losing matches, it was losing its identity. But Mourinho wasn't the first to sound the alarm. Louis van Gaal had also noted years earlier that United had become a commercial club.
It is still a commercial club. It's not a football club, I think. I have said that before.
More focused on marketing and revenue than building a winning team. Fans and media quickly mocked them both, calling it excuses or arrogance. But they were speaking the truth. The rot was deep, and no single man could save the club alone. When Ralf Rangnick took over Manchester United in late 2021, fans were told he was the godfather of gegenpressing, the tactical mastermind who inspired Klopp and Tuchel. But what they got instead was a cold, brutal reality check. In one interview, Rangnick dropped a line that instantly went viral.
That it's crystal clear. It's not that difficult. You don't even need glasses to analyze and to see where the problems are. So now it's only about how do we solve them. And for me, it's clear. It's not enough to do some little minor amendments, some little issues here and there, some minor cosmetic things. No, this is, in medicine, you would see this is an operation at the open heart. So there are more things to be changed than some little things here and some minor things there.
Manchester United don't need cosmetic changes. They need open heart surgery. Those words cut deep. For years, fans wanted to believe United were only 1 or 2 signings away from being great again. But Rangnick shattered that illusion. He wasn't talking about replacing a striker or fixing a defense. He was saying the entire club needed to be torn apart and rebuilt from the inside out. He even pushed for 10 new signings to reset the squad, but the board wasn't interested. They wanted quick fixes, not a full transformation. And just like Mourinho before him, when Rangnick spoke out, people rolled their eyes. They said he was making excuses for poor results. But his words would echo later when Cristiano Ronaldo stepped forward to reveal his own side of the story. By the end of 2022, the frustration inside Cristiano Ronaldo finally boiled over.
Cristiano, let me start just by asking you, why are you doing this interview with me?
Because I think it's the time to say something.
Sitting across from Piers Morgan, he delivered one of the most explosive interviews football had ever seen. This wasn't the polished, media-trained Ronaldo fans were used to. This was raw, personal, and brutally honest.
Since the Sir Alex Ferguson left, I saw not evolution in the club. The progress was zero. When I signed for Manchester United, I thought everything was changed because it's 13 years. I was in Real Madrid 9 years and 3 in Juventus. And when I arrived, I thought everything will be different, you know, the technology, the infrastructures and everything. But I was surprised because I saw everything was the same.
He revealed that since Sir Alex Ferguson left in 2013, nothing had changed at Manchester United. From outdated facilities at Carrington to the lack of investment in modern technology, Ronaldo painted a picture of a giant club stuck in the past. And then came the betrayal.
At the senior executive level?
Yes, that I felt betrayed.
You think they're trying to get rid of you?
Honestly, I shouldn't say that, I don't know, but listen, I don't care, people should listen the truth.
They're trying to force you out?
Yes, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club. Some people that don't want me here, not only this year, but last year too.
He admitted he felt pushed out by the club, saying certain people didn't want him there anymore. His relationship with Erik ten Hag collapsed completely, with Ronaldo confessing, "I don't respect him because he doesn't respect me."
If you don't have respect for me, I'm never gonna have respect for you. And the coach didn't have respect for me, so this is why the relationship, it's in that way.
But the harshest words were reserved for the owners, the Glazers.
The owners of the club, they don't.
The Glazers?
The Glazers, they don't care about the club. I mean, as you know, Manchester is a marketing club. They will get his money from the marketing. The sports, they don't really care, in my opinion.
Cristiano didn't hold back, accusing them of treating Manchester United like a marketing machine, not a football club. They don't care about football, he said. They only care about money. The reaction was nuclear. Fans were divided. Some praised him for speaking the truth no one else dared to say. Others accused him of damaging the club and putting himself above the team. But no matter which side you were on, one thing was clear. Ronaldo's words echoed exactly what Mourinho and Rangnick had already warned about. The final warning. By 2024, Cristiano Ronaldo was no longer holding back. At the Globe Soccer Awards in Dubai, he took the stage, not just to collect another trophy, but to speak his mind.
And I say this 1 year and a half ago, and I will continue to say, the problem is not the coaches. And this is the problem of Manchester United, is the same. The problem is not only the coach, it's much more than that.
And do you think that is still the case at Old Trafford?
100%.
He reminded everyone of what he had already revealed 2 years earlier. Manchester United was a giant in name only. He spoke of outdated structures and a lack of vision, and how the club was being left behind while rivals evolved. This time, though, he spoke with the calm authority of a man who had nothing left to lose. Manchester United has incredible history, he said, but history alone doesn't win titles. You need to work, to invest, to modernize. It was the same theme Mourinho had warned about with his football heritage speech. The same truth Rangnick had spelled out with his open heart surgery line. And now here was Cristiano saying it again in front of the world. But this wasn't just criticism. It was a challenge, a demand for United to rediscover who they once were before it was too late. And as his word spread, fans couldn't help but ask themselves, if 3 different men across 3 different eras are all saying the same thing, how much longer can Manchester United ignore the truth? Looking back, the warnings were always there. Mourinho called it football heritage. Rangnick demanded open-heart surgery. And Ronaldo exposed the betrayal and decay from the inside. 3 voices, 3 different eras, but all pointing to the same uncomfortable truth. Manchester United's problems were never just about managers, tactics, or players. They were systemic, rooted in a culture that refused to evolve while the rest of football moved forward. What makes this legacy even more striking is how each of these men paid the price for speaking out. Mourinho was mocked, labeled a failure, and shown the exit door. Rangnick was dismissed as a stopgap, his ideas ignored. And Ronaldo became public enemy number 1, accused of disrespect, his relationship with the club shattered beyond repair. Yet years later, when fans look at the decline, failed signings, wasted seasons, and rival clubs pulling ahead, their words sound less like excuses and more like prophecy. The legacy of their warnings isn't just about what they said. It's about what Manchester United refused to hear. And that silence may be the very thing holding the club back from ever returning to glory.